Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And welcome back to my channel. I am back, you guys. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I am back for real this time. I cannot believe it has been a year since I have posted on this channel. So I figure I would tell you guys why I haven't really been posting the last 2 years. And that is because 2 years ago, I got pregnant and I had a baby. You guys, being a mom is just so incredible. I feel so thankful to have my baby. I had a baby girl, and the whole way that it happened was just so amazing and synchronistic. It's so funny, I actually made a vision board. I was living in Montenegro and I was like on Pinterest and I was like scrolling and I was creating one of my vision boards because you guys know I am so obsessed with that. I was working on my vision board for the year and I saw this picture of this girl. She was like maybe like a teenager, and it was just the back of her and she was sitting by the water, like sitting by the sea in this beautiful setting, probably in Greece or something. And I just had this overwhelming feeling when I saw the picture and I was just like, that's my daughter. So I made a vision board, like a secret one, you know, so nobody could see it. And I called the vision board Daughter. And of course, 2 months later, I got pregnant. I was just ready, you know, I was ready. I was going through so much in my life at that time. I was living in Costa Rica before that, and I remember just like telling my husband that I felt like I needed to change, and I had this like overwhelming desire to kind of like nurture something. And if you guys had seen my Montenegro vlog that I made in my vlog section, there was this dog that I met in Montenegro, and I named him Skeeter, or I called him Skate, because he was so cute. He would just kind of like skate on the ground. He would just kind of like scoot around, you know. He was such a silly little dog, and I just couldn't stop thinking about him. And the whole time I was in Mexico, I was just like, we have to go back and get this dog. So we flew all the way back to Montenegro. We were like ready to get this dog. We had like researched like how to travel and take care of like a pet, and we were thinking about starting to like settle down more because we had been traveling for like 6 or 7 years. And even though I slow travel and I try to stay like in each country as long as possible, like 3 months or 6 months, I was just getting really burned out. And I was thinking maybe we can, you know, get a digital nomad visa somewhere and stay longer, and we can get this dog and we can start like, you know, settling down more. But when we went there, the dog wasn't there, and we searched everywhere for him, and I was just so sad, and I was just like, what am I gonna do now? And I think I always knew that I wanted to be a mom. Like I worked with children for 13 years when I was younger, and I've always been so good with kids and babies in particular. And but I think I was just really scared, you know, like scared of giving birth, scared of pregnancy, and you know, but everything worked out and I got pregnant, and I was so happy when I found out, and it was just such a beautiful journey. And I'm probably going to post some pictures on my Instagram about it, and I'll like share a couple of pictures with you guys here. But yeah, I ended up getting pregnant, and right around then, like towards the end of my pregnancy, is when I decided to take a break from the channel, because I'm like, I can't, I got too pregnant to do readings at a certain point. Like I thought like, oh, this will be something good. I can, you know, keep working while I'm pregnant. And just, you know, when I was actually pregnant, man, you guys, I feel like I was even extra psychic, because you've got this baby in your womb and you're like so connected to spirit and to nature and to being a woman and your feminine energy. But it got to a certain point where I was like, I can't breathe anymore. So it was kind of always my plan to take a break, and it's really important, you know, that you're there and you're present for your child, especially the first couple of years. And I always just envisioned myself being a really present mother. So I tried to come back after my baby was a year old. So those are the videos that I posted below. but she started teething and she was having trouble sleeping through the night, and it was just, I was still struggling to adjust, and I was just really overwhelmed, and I was still dealing with like hormones, and I'm pretty sure I had postpartum depression, and to have the baby I had to move back to the States for like a year, and that was very traumatic for me, like moving back to the States after 6 years of not living there. And like I had a lot of trauma that like I kind of escaped when I left the States, one of the reasons I left. And so it was a hard time for me. I was really, really thankful to become a mom, and it was really beautiful time, and thankfully my baby was born really healthy and we didn't have any complications. I mean, to this day, she hasn't even scraped her knee. I mean, she's so healthy and strong and safe and you know, but I actually got like a really bad injury when I gave birth, and it was just like this whole thing. Like it was extremely traumatic, and then just living in the States was really hard. So I needed some time to recover, to say the least. And now that I've been living outside of the States again for over a year, I feel just so much better. I feel like myself. My baby's 2 now, and I feel like I finally got my spark back. I had to lose 70 pounds. Oh my gosh, I gained so much weight being pregnant, which is, you know, it's okay. You know, you learn to love and support your body, but because of the injury, like it was just a lot, and I needed time to focus on myself and my healing and my body and my baby, and I'm back. You know, I went through the biggest transformation. Becoming a mother is such like an identity loss. You don't really know who you are anymore. Like everything has changed, things are different, your brain literally changes. And so I just had to take some time to figure out, you know, who I was again and like what I want to do moving forward with my life. And I was considering leaving behind tarot and leaving behind this channel because, I don't know, sometimes I still struggle with the fact that I do this. I try not to care what people think, but I swear, you can be any religion and people won't judge it. But the second you pull out some tarot cards, people just, there's so much judgment, so much hatred, so many people don't understand. I think that the tarot has been such a beautiful tool to help me on my healing journey, especially because I'm a survivor of religious trauma, like so many people who find their way to tarot are. And it's so nice to, when you don't know really how to trust yourself and you don't really feel confident making decisions, like if you come from a background of abuse and you know, have been raised to have like certain beliefs and you're still trying to find, you know, what you believe and what's important to you, I feel like the tarot is just such an incredible tool for that because it gives you this ability to reflect, you know. I do feel like the tarot is simply just a reflection of yourself. You know, if I'm doing my job as a tarot reader, then I'm helping guide you back to self. It's not about me being some kind of guru or something. And I try to be really careful here because I don't want to like accidentally start a cult or something because I lived in Tulum actually for a while recently, and living there, oh my God, you guys, it really opened my eyes. There's some nice people there. There's some beautiful people. There's a lot going on there, but there's also a lot of like spiritual cults and like really culty tarot readers and just a lot of dark energy and darkness going on. And in these 2 years since I've taken a break from tarot, just kind of seeing what has happened to kind of like this spiritual scene or you know, a lot of people who are overcharging for services or charging like $1,000 for like a spiritual blueprint, or you know, all those people who go off to Bali and just create mayhem and just a lot of suffering, you know, people have gone through just in the name of trying to heal and find a sense of purpose in their life. Like, I never want to be a part of that. I always try to be really mindful and tactful giving these readings. I try to make sure that my prices and my services are respectful to me, because there's, you know, an energy exchange going on. It's very draining doing this if you were to just do it all for free, you know. But also try not to put people at financial risk or overcharge for coaching or courses or things like that, you know. It's a lot of people's business model these days is to get these, you know, get people hooked and then get them dependent on these types of services, or, you know, overcharge for these crappy courses that make really extreme claims. And, you know, I just considered leaving this because I was like, I don't want to be a part of the problem. I don't want to, you know, do something that's similar to what I grew up with and what I went through. But just after a lot of time and reflection and therapy and like speaking with a lot of friends, you know, I realized this is something that's just such a huge part of my healing journey, something that's so important to me. And even the last couple of weeks, I've had a lot of people emailing me and asking for readings, and I was just like, all right, what the heck, like, I'll just do it, you know, because I was so excited to hear from some of you guys I haven't heard from in a while. And I realized that just doing these readings gives me so much energy and makes me feel so positive. It keeps me really accountable with like a healthy routine, because in order to do these readings and read the cards and connect and help uplift other people, I have to be in a good mental space. I have to work out, I have to get some sunshine, I have to eat healthy. Like it keeps me super accountable, and I'm really thankful for that. So it's just been nice the last few weeks to be back in my routine of doing readings. I even have a client that I'm doing a tarot course with. I'm still doing my tarot course. If any of you guys are interested in becoming a tarot reader, it's a one-on-one course. It's 12 sessions. And where by the end of the course, you will actually have launched your business. So I'm helping other people launch businesses if that's something they're interested in. But I've been doing that, and it's just really been uplifting me. And I just, after talking to a couple friends too, they were like, promise, it's time. Like, it's time to go, it's time to get back out there and, you know, stop hiding, and, you know, you're ready. And my baby now, she's doing so well. Like, you know, she's sleeping through the night. She takes a really long nap in the afternoon. And I'm really thankful that my husband works async and remotely so that he can support us and actually be at home and be able to help with her. So I'm in a really fortunate situation to be able to continue to do this work. But yeah, I think I just got really overwhelmed. Before I got pregnant, I was like really pushing like, you know, a lot of content out there. I was branching out onto TikTok. And I think I just got really overwhelmed, you know, making short form content. After so many years of kind of just doing the YouTube thing, it just was too much for me, you know. When I got pregnant and kind of stepped away, it felt really nice to just have a break. And I think, you know, you're pushing yourself too hard and working way too much if having a baby feels like a break, you know. So this time around, I think I'm just going to focus on posting once a week on here, at least once a week. So you guys can come on my channel on Sundays. I'm hoping to have my videos up by Sundays every week, if not Monday. So check Sunday, Monday on the channel. There will be a reading like this up. And I'll try to post a couple of shorts on here or reels on here. And I'm probably just not going to be doing TikTok right now because I don't really want to connect and draw in a ton of new people. I just want to focus on this community and you guys and the people that have been supporting me for so long. It just feels nice to come on here and express myself and pull these cards. Like, this is my outlet. I need to do something, you know, for myself after 2 years of just so much focus on my baby. So I'm just really happy to be back. And I just can't wait to hear what's new with you guys and what the changes are. Feel free to reach out or drop a comment below. If you have any suggestions for readings that you want on the channel, please let me know. Like, I'll try to do all of them. So let me know what readings you want to see, what pick a card readings you want to see here on the channel. And with that said, I am open for personal readings again. My website isn't up yet. It'll probably be back up in a couple weeks. But right now, I'm taking payments through PayPal, and I could probably do a Cash App or Venmo if you need that. So I'll put some information for it here and down below, and you can just email me to arrange it, and we can get started. So yeah, I'm still doing readings, and I'm doing coaching if anybody's interested in coaching, and I still have my tarot course if you want to become a tarot reader. So yeah, I'm so excited to be back to it. Thank you for those of you guys who've reached out and who have just encouraged me throughout this time. I just wanted my privacy while I had my baby. I didn't really want to shout it out or anything. I just wanted to have these 2 years, to raise her and to get her, kind of up on her feet and going, and to have that privacy. And I think that was the best choice I really could have made. So yeah, I feel just so happy and ready to move forward. And my baby, her name is Emerald, Emerald C. Harvey. She's 2 years old. She's a Pisces. And she's just incredible. She's so smart. She's singing her ABCs. Actually, I had to have her dad take her out because she was up against the window over here, just singing Ba Ba Black Sheep at the top of her lungs. She's so funny. She's just really, her thing lately has really just been singing. She loves to sing, and she loves dancing, and she loves to go to the park, and she's super strong. And trying to think, is there anything else, any other updates? I'm living in Buenos Aires right now in Argentina, and I'm really thankful I'm able to stay here basically as long as I want. And it's been really nice to just have a stable home for my baby. And the parks here are really, really great for kids. The culture is just really great for kids. This place has been I'm not really a city person, but this city is very different. It's really helped me to gain my confidence and my independence as a mother. I feel really safe whenever I go out. I just like the energy and the vibes here, and it's a really beautiful place. And I'll probably be here for a while longer, and I have some plans, to kind of move forward. And I also have other plans for my career and some things I want to do moving forward in my life. I think having my daughter has just really, really inspired me, but it's so nice to be able to heal and be in my feminine energy and just not have to worry about work, and have the support of my husband and not really push myself so hard. And now to be able to just focus on this is really nice. And I plan on, it's not hard for me to put up a video every week. I plan on, trying to keep going with this as long as I can. If at any point that changes, I'll definitely let you guys know. But, I'm here, and I'm still, ready to be here and present with you guys through a lot of these shifts. I thought that this would be a good month to come back because March is the most energetically and cosmically intense month of this entire year. We have these 2 eclipses, and then we also have Mercury in retrograde right now. And then we also have Venus retrograde, I believe, and we just got out of Mars retrograde. That was intense. I don't even know. There's other stuff going on too. So there's just a lot going on, a lot of big shifts, and I thought it would be a good time to come back and just put some good energy out there. So with that said, feel free, by the way, to let me know if you have any questions below, and feel free to email me, reach out on Instagram. Oop, I got a loud motorcycle. So the reading we're going to do today is what's unfolding in your life right now. And I have a really cool spread I want to share with you guys. Feel free to get your tarot cards out and pull cards along with me. So we're going to be pulling 4 cards, or 4 positions in the spread. And the first part is what's happening in your life right now. Then we're going to pull and see what unseen forces or energies are impacting you. Next, we're going to look into what opportunities should you be aware of in the near future. And then the last part is what action should you take to move forward or improve your situation. And I wanted to share this spread with you because it's one that I've been doing a lot the last couple of years. I pull this all the time. So if you would like to receive this reading, all you have to do is just take a deep breath and then choose your card that you feel the most drawn to. And it's from left to right, number 1, number 2, or number 3. Once you've chosen, you can head down below to the comments or to the description, and then you can simply just click on the timestamp and instantly be fast forwarded to your part in the reading. And I will see you for your reading soon. For those of you guys who choose number 1, I've got your cards right here. What is happening in your life right now? So I've got the Queen of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. This is a message that there is a lot of energy flowing into your life. I'm getting this message that may be similar to me and where I'm at right now, is that you're really getting your spark back. The 8 of Wands is usually a message that you're going to be getting like a lot of people rushing into your life. You could be hearing from people that you haven't heard from in a long time. You could be getting a lot of opportunities. Your email could be lit up. There could be money flowing in. There could be, unexpected resources coming. There could be someone in your life who really wants to step up and help you. You could find yourself like in a different position or situation. It could be that maybe you switched jobs and all of a sudden there's a financial increase and maybe you have some more time on your hands. It could be that you're in a big transition in your life, like maybe you just left a relationship or you graduated from school or a master's program or something like that, or you could have moved from one place to another. It's that energy of being on the other side of something and being really settled and feeling really positive, like you've raised your energy, you've raised your vibration. You could be on the other side of like a deep healing cycle. So everything's really bright and shiny and sparkly, and there's all these possibilities around you. Manifestations could be coming in. It's very, very positive energy. And then we see the Queen of Pentacles here. This could be a message that there has been a financial inheritance, whether this is just like your tax return, or it is literally an inheritance, or a bonus from work, or some savings that you have, or maybe like something you sold online that brought a big return, or a gift from someone, or you've received an increase in your work. It's just a message that there's some money that you're able to invest. If that isn't the case and you're like, what are you talking about, girl? I am broke. It's a message that you will soon be the Queen of Pentacles, or perhaps you're thinking a lot about how can I become the Queen of Pentacles? How can I master the material realm? How can I get myself into a stable place or a stable position? So I can't believe these two cards I pulled along with it. It says go and start. So this is somebody who's definitely looking to start perhaps a new business or start a new job, start a new path, something definitely around the career and the finances. So that's the energy happening around you right now. Now we're going to see what forces or energies, what unseen forces or energies are impacting you. So like, what do you not see? What's kind of happening behind the scenes that's impacting you? It's always good to ask that from the tarot. So we see the 8 of Pentacles, and this is a message that you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot under your belt. So you've got the degrees, or you're very book smart, or you've been studying, or maybe you've been spending a lot of time like in hermit mode, just digesting a lot of information. So this is a message that, you might not realize it, but behind the scenes, you really do have all the knowledge and all the skills and all of the resources to be able to move forward. And once again, a message about financial increase. Maybe this money or this bonus or this increase hasn't come to you yet, but it is going to very, very soon. Be open to the ways that it can. Also, this is about somebody in your life who really wants to give to you, somebody who wants to help you. So you might not realize that. Maybe this person hasn't presented themselves yet, or maybe it's somebody that you know around you. Sometimes all you need to really do is just ask. So this does strike me as somebody who's a female, who's feminine energy. It could even be your mother. Maybe it's somebody who can watch the kids for you while you're working on these entrepreneurial ideas you have. Maybe it's somebody who will come along and take the pictures for you for your social media. Maybe it's somebody who wants to start the business with you, like a friend. Perhaps it's somebody who you just meet up for coffee with and you just hold each other accountable and you talk about what your ideas are and they're just like kind of your yes person. It's really helpful to have that type of friendship or person in your family to have that type of support as you're moving forward. Another unseen influence is this energy of this card right here that's talking about you being a little bit inexperienced. So it could be that there's a part of you subconsciously that's like, I've never done this before, I've never been on this path before, I've never started a business before, or I've never started this type of business before. And so it can be a little bit overwhelming. I know what that's like. I mean, I remember how overwhelmed and inexperienced I felt when I first started this channel. I didn't even know how to read the tarot yet. I was still peeking, you know, at my little cheat sheet of the card meanings I had written down. I was still using a lot of oracle cards and just reading the literal meaning off of them. But it's always good, you know, to just start even if you don't feel ready. You know, we're never gonna feel ready, but let's look into the opportunities, okay? We'll get into the next steps soon. But the next part of the spread is what opportunities should you be aware of in the near future? So opportunities that are coming in. Now, this is something that might not appear as if it is an opportunity, but it's an opportunity in disguise, okay? Because this energy looks a little bit intense. I'm seeing the Five of Wands here, which is a card of like competition, competing goals. Everybody's kind of fighting for their position and you're lost in the middle, like arguments. And then this is the Knight of Cups here, which represents somebody who is maybe in their mid to late 20s, like a male figure. It's interesting, this might have something to do with love, actually. So this could be, there's a lot going on, honestly, here. I'm like, what? This could be somebody that is offering you maybe a break from the dating game. Maybe this is representing someone who's out there who's been going on all these dates and who's just been, oh man, like these people are all so dusty. And then finally you find someone who is really authentic and who is just really supportive. This doesn't seem to have a lot to do with the rest of the vibe of the reading, which is talking a lot about your career, but don't underestimate, you know, somebody that can come in and lighten the load and be this amazing, you know, deep connection for you, and that is just riding for you and helping you to feel confident and just bringing this lightening your load, basically. There's something about how you could be texting this person right now, and you're, you know, sometimes you're in the beginning of a new relationship and we're usually just like, oh my God, like they're the one, but we don't want to jump to conclusions, but this could be confirmation. Now, another way that I read these cards, which is completely different, is saying that there is an opportunity to move on from somebody, okay? So you're gonna really have to trust yourself, because there could be some of you guys that have had a deep connection with someone. A lot of it's been going on through text, and I'm seeing, you know, just you've been really struggling in the love life, and there's a part of you that really, really wants to move forward and just lock this down, but the message is saying that you need to focus more on the career right now. You need to focus more on getting the ducks in a row. You're meant to kind of be, you know, on your own. And that parrot just flew by. Parrots are a symbol of like speaking your truth with confidence. They're very loud and and intense. So you might need to just tell this person goodbye and focus on being independent right now, okay? Now, an alternate way, if you're like, girl, I'm married, or like, I'm not even focused on love, this could just be a message that there's an opportunity for you to continue to focus on your independence. Maybe it's you need to clear out the drama in your life, because that's just how I see it, is people can be very distracting when you're trying to start like a new business or trying to get your money up. Whenever I'm focused on that in my life, I'm usually like very much isolating myself and just focusing on independence and my relationship with myself. Sometimes you do need to kind of hermit and pull back and work in silence. So yeah, take whatever one resonates. Now, what action should you take to move forward or improve your situation? Your guides are saying that it has been a burden as of late. And I don't know if this is just like financial burden, because this has a lot to do with finances and career, this reading. I mean, gosh, the inflation in a lot of places in the world is really difficult right now. Things just haven't been the same, you know, the last 4 or 5 years, ever since, you know, 2020 and everything. It's been really hard. But Spirit is saying that you get pressure, and that's how you create the diamonds. So have strength, okay? There's a message to have strength and to pull up the inner strength and know that sometimes in life it's not good to be too comfortable. Sometimes having financial limits and financial constraints can make you extremely creative. I remember years ago when I was working towards my dreams of becoming a fashion stylist and creative director. You guys know I love to talk about that, because I feel like it's one of my favorite accomplishments I had in my life so far. And I was really poor at the time. I was just working as a swim teacher. I was living in this dingy little apartment that just, gosh, like my rent was really cheap, but I could still barely afford anything. And the thing for me was I wanted to create this portfolio, and I didn't have any access to clothes or anything. So I had to go to the thrift store, and I would like do the $10 special and get a bunch of clothes and like have my little vision board and try to recreate these runway looks. And that's how I was able to get a really good portfolio going. So I was able to attract better designers and better clothing and get my work out there. So sometimes you have to start at the bottom. Sometimes you have to start with very little, but it can make you very creative. Don't wait until you have all the money and all the perfect equipment and everything to get started on your business or your idea. Just get going. Like even me today, I mean, I don't want to get on a long story about it, but I got a really horrible haircut like a year ago, and it just ruined my life, and I'm still trying to grow it out, and I'm not able to get it done yet. And that was really holding me back from creating videos and getting back out here. And eventually I'm just like, you know what, I have to figure something out. I'm just gonna do my best and put myself out there and not overthink it and not wait till everything's perfect to get started. So, you know, you might not have everything perfect the way you want it, and maybe it's literally, like I said, maybe it's an aesthetic thing. Maybe you're like, once I get my nose job, then I'll, you know, make my TikTok, or once I lose the weight, or once I can afford some, you know, better clothes or something, or like a ring light, but it's not always about that. Get out there and just put yourself in the world and get the energy moving forward. The sooner you start, the sooner you're gonna make the money. The more consistent you are, the more you're putting yourself out there, the more you're gonna get back. Whatever you put out is gonna be in proportion to what you get back. So if you're only just putting out a little, or you're inconsistent, then you're not gonna get the consistent income. So you gotta be real about it, you know? I'm also seeing another action they're saying is something about friendship being unrequited. And there was a little bit of energy in the last position, talking about maybe somebody that needed to leave your life, or these kind of, there's like somebody who wants to help you, but then there's also like this energy. There might be somebody in your love life that it just seems like you are in a place right now where a lot of your relationships are in transition. So, excuse me, you might need to, there might be some people who just don't deserve a seat at your table anymore. And you don't always have to go just cutting everybody out. I've done that. I've literally cut like everybody out of my life like a couple times. You know, I realize, you know, sometimes you have things to heal from, like codependency, and you realize you continue to keep creating the same patterns in your relationships. And the more that you learn and the more that you grow, you have the ability to show up more as the true version of yourself in relationships and to attract better people. Sometimes you just realize I've changed, I've outgrown this relationship, I need to spend less time around this person, or this person, they need to be out of my life because they're not healthy. It's really important that the people who are around you, when you're starting a business in particular, or trying to get your money up, or going through big changes, trying to elevate yourself, are supportive. Because you'd be surprised, a lot of times it's the people who are closest to you who don't want to see you shine and go on that level, because it reflects back to them that they should be changing, they should be growing, they should be elevating. So you'll realize as soon as you grow and you change and you move up, you level up, or you try to make different choices in your life, who your true friends are. So some people you might just need to distance or keep at arm's length, or like I like to say, just love them from afar. And other people, you pull them a little closer because you realize, wow, this person really is here to support me. So I hope that this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. And if you're interested in a personal reading, once again, all the information is below. And I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 2, let's get into it. So the first part of our spread is what's happening in your life right now. And I have your cards right here. So I pulled the 3 of Wands and also the King of Cups. All right. Next to these cards, valuable, collaborate, express. So this is a message that you've really tapped into your emotional side. This is the King of Cups, which is a little bit more of a masculine energy. Maybe you're a man and you're watching this channel, or you're somebody who has a little bit more of a masculine energy. This could also be just talking about how you need to take action with the more masculine energy in your life right now. But this is somebody who's like a songwriter or a singer or a poet or an artist, or somebody who likes to draw or do graphic design. This is somebody who definitely likes to spend a lot of time near the ocean or the water or nature. Maybe you like to surf. This is somebody who could be making jewelry or kind of tinkering with their hands a lot. I even see something about like wood or carpentry. I see something, I'm just thinking a lot about like having your own shop, like a Shopify, an Etsy, like selling something. This could also be somebody who like is into performance art. It could even be acting. Singing keeps coming up a lot. Music keeps coming up a lot, but so does working with your hands. So, and then you see the cup here. This is somebody who has a lot to offer. And it's like you have had a lot of emotions, a very like kind of emotionally traumatic time, maybe the last year or two, a lot of us have. And it's like you're at this point where you're able to transmute that energy and turn it into something good and push it out there and create something beautiful with it. So this is the 3 of Wands. It could be that there's been a part of you in your mind that has fantasized for many years, or maybe since you were younger, about maybe having fame and fortune connected to doing something creative. Maybe you always pictured yourself being on stage in front of other people, singing or sharing, or maybe you've always pictured people walking through galleries and seeing your work. Maybe, you know, there's just a part of you that always pictured yourself as an artist and living a different type of path, but being very successful. You might follow people and be drawn to people who are making different types of art. It could even be something like fashion is definitely coming up here, sewing, reselling clothes, like you're a tastemaker, you're somebody who has really, really good taste. And really, it doesn't matter what you choose to do. I think you have the Midas touch. Anything you touch is going to turn to gold at this time. So yes, there is a message that's the energy that's around you. It really is. And it's funny because this reminds me of the last reading I just did. Maybe you can go back and watch that one, see if it resonates with you as well, number 1. But I think that these eclipses that we're having right now, like, are really going to push people into their purpose. Are going to push like, if you've been in a time in your life kind of similar to me, where it's been like a hermit time, it's been a time of healing, time of rest, time of rebirth, like the energy's pushing you and kind of spitting you back out into the world, and You're going to feel like there aren't as many blockages. You're going to, whatever action you take, like you take one step, the next step is going to come right to you. Things will move forward now. And maybe the energy wasn't like that for a while. Maybe you've thought for many, many years and for a very long time that you wanted to do something like this, and it might even feel like it's too late. Maybe you're somebody who's older in life, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. But hey, it's never too late. And I really like to follow Gary Vee because he's really inspiring, and he's always talking about his story about how he didn't really get his thing going until he was like in his 40s. And I think it's really helpful to know that not everybody has success super young in life, in their 20s or 30s. And a lot of people that do, it's not always a good thing to get the success that young in life. Maybe think about yourself and when you were younger, or sometimes it makes sense. You're like, okay, it makes sense why I didn't become a multimillionaire in my early 20s, because I would have probably gambled it all away or drank it all away, or who knows. Sometimes, the wealth and your big break and your opportunities, your fame and fortune will come a little later after you've matured, and everything happens in perfect divine timing. So this is just a message not to get down on yourself for that. It is time to express yourself. It really, truly is. And collaborate. Other people out there can help support you. Maybe you can get involved with a group of people that want to showcase their work somewhere. Maybe you can join actors group. Maybe it's some type of classes to get better at your skills or refine them. Just be careful not to stay an eternal student and to never put your work out there. Things don't always have to be perfect for you to have your big break or to get those opportunities. And yeah, maybe you're starting to realize just how valuable your skills are at this time. We need more artists. We need more people who are going to share their work and inspire others. I think it can be very discouraging, to sometimes you realize that a lot of the artists are very privileged people who had privileged upbringing, and I think that's incredible. The people that are, born into privilege. I mean, I want my baby to be extremely privileged, so there's nothing wrong with that. But when you haven't been born into that, it can be a little bit disheartening thinking, oh, I could never do that or have that because, I wasn't, Stop thinking like that. Stop thinking, oh, only trust fund kids or only people who came like this can do that, and oh, everybody's a Nepo baby, and to have so much hatred towards people who have a lot, Start looking at those people as blessed, When you get your fame and your fortune, don't you want to bless your children and create generational wealth? Those are just the people that did it, and hopefully they didn't do it through bad means. I mean, dirty money, whatever. That's a whole other thing. But, it's like trying to get your thoughts around, I'm going to do this. I can create generational wealth. I can create wealth as an artist. I can attract abundance and wealth just by being me. It's a mindset shift. So next, hidden influences. What unseen forces or energies are impacting you right now? And we've got the Death card. So yeah, I do have a feeling that you're not artistic for no reason. You're not extremely gifted and talented with, these incredible, unique ways you express yourself for no reason. You've been through a lot of shit. You've been through hell. And I just keep getting that message, you've been through hell and back. And you might feel very, very disconnected from the people around you because the level of suffering you've been through in your life might just be next level. And it's like nobody would understand what you've been through. But that's why you put your art out there. That's why you speak from your soul, or you write, or you paint, or you draw, or you dance, whatever it is from your soul. Because that, when you put yourself out there like that, you end up attracting the other people who've been through it, the other people who get it, or you feel that validation, you feel seen, you feel heard. It's so worth it. So there's just this message, yeah, behind the scenes, there has been this huge death cycle in your life, but that's the wonderful thing about it, is that it's a cycle. You're not going to be stuck in death forever. At some point, there's a rebirth. At some point, you reinvent yourself. At some point, you decide to move forward in a new way. At some point, your luck changes. So, yeah, don't worry, your luck is going to change, but that energy, was around you. Another unseen force is that you're just having to battle like your inner demons, the depression, or perhaps some type of addiction, perhaps people from your past, perhaps it's financial issues. It could just be a little bit of echoes of the suffering of the past. But I see you strong, and I see you fighting really hard, and I see that you're not giving up, you know? But yes, there are these unseen forces of the death cycle, still kind of having to fight off the past to create space for this new beginning for you. Your guides are telling you that, you know, it's worthwhile to be healthy. It's worthwhile to continue down this path. It's worthwhile to take this energy and push it into something good. The pain, the suffering, the anger, the depression, all of that, you know, you have to feel to heal, you have to be in it. But at a certain point, that's a powerful energy. You can take it and you can push it into something beautiful. You can push it into something new. You can push it into your creations, and it helps other people, you know? So yeah, there's just been, your guides are saying you're somebody who's really influential. You've always been somebody who's very influential. People have always looked up to you. People have always felt drawn to you. You know, the work that you're going to make, the artwork you're going to make, it matters. It's just a strong message, I feel, to tell you. So what opportunities should you be aware of in the near future? So I see the Three of Swords, the heartbreak card, which could be a message that you've been through a breakup or you had to leave behind a toxic relationship. Maybe that's a huge part of that death cycle you went through. This could also just be the trappings of the past, but I keep getting message about a toxic relationship or toxic relationships. So many of us have been through this, but this is the Three of Cups. This is the card of celebration. This is a message that you do have the opportunity to feel happy and to actually have a personal victory. So this could be you launching your art out there. It could be sharing yourself. It could just be waking up and feeling like just brand new and feeling healed. That's always such a good thing. Like when you wake up and you feel like, you know what, I'm better. I feel better. You know, an injury that's healed, whether it's emotional or physical. So they're saying that there's this opportunity coming where you're going to have a celebration. Other people are going to be celebrating you. You're going to be in the spotlight. People will see you. You're going to feel like, and I keep getting messages too, you're going to look good. Something about a physical transformation as well, like a huge glow up, and people being like, okay, what is your secret? Or like, are you on Ozempic? Or like, did you get a facelift? Or like, what did you do? Are you hitting the gym? And you're like, no, like it's like I went through, it's more of a like a emotional, spiritual type of transformation, you know? That's the kind that you can never buy. It comes from the inside out, you know? So I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that transformation opportunity for that. They're also saying socialize. You're going to be feeling really social. You might even connect with a group of people that are creating a lot of artwork. And you're connecting with them. It could be some type of art collective. It could be a group of people that you play music with a lot. I see other people lifting you up, other people like helping you forward, maybe even getting you clients, getting you money. Yeah, I just see a new group of friends. I see, it could even be you moving somewhere and being embraced by like a community of people. And then this is also you being in nature. If you're feeling disconnected from nature, Spirit's saying, don't worry, you're gonna be back in nature really soon. You're gonna be feeling really good. This could even be an opportunity to take a vacation, to clear your mind, clear your head. So really good energy coming in for you. So the next steps. What are the next steps for you? What action should you take to move forward or improve your situation? Now I'm getting this card that's saying wait. You need to wait. So this is about curbing your impulsivity, like don't worry. But it's interesting that I see the Queen of Cups here, and earlier in the reading we saw the King of Cups. This is about you finding a love match, actually. So there is a message that yes, very soon you're gonna be able to get out there again and start dating. You know, that's the next step. The Five of Pentacles is also saying you need to work on financial security. So this could be, you're not ready quite yet, but you will be ready soon to get your money up or get a new job or increase the finances. And they're just like, yes, you're gonna get what you want. The next steps are basically just telling you, go after what you want. If you need money, go get it. If you want a relationship, go get it. Things will fall into your lap. It's not going to be so hard. There's not going to be as many blockages. You just need a little bit more time. Maybe just make it past these eclipses and things will shift on the other side. So I hope that that resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I'm so happy to be back. And once again, if you're interested in the personal reading, you can just check out the information below. And I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 3, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first part of the spread is what is happening in your life right now. So yeah, what's happening in your life right now? And I've got your cards right here. So the first card we pulled is the Ace of Cups. I also got the Star, and then anxious and confident. So this is a really, really good energy, to be honest. The Ace of Cups is a message that your cup is filled. This could be a message that you spent a lot of time in your life recently, like literally filling your cup. Perhaps you were focusing on your health, maybe hitting the gym, hanging out with friends, maybe you went on a nice vacation, maybe you took some time off, maybe you pulled back a little bit. Maybe you decided, you know what, at this time in my life, I'm not gonna focus on maybe doing anything new or like really moving forward or any big ideas. I'm just going to live. I'm just gonna be in the moment. I'm just going to enjoy. And sometimes it's really good to do that. We don't always have to be pushing forward to something. It's not every year or every season in our life that we're meant to be moving forward and doing radical things, you know? But we see the Star right now, which is a sign that your energy has returned to you, that there is a lot of bright, shiny, sparkly energy around you. People are starting to take notice. This is a sign that you're being elevated, that you're meant to kind of come out of hiding, maybe kind of like me, what I'm going through right now. You're meant to come out of hiding and allow yourself to be seen. Your confidence really has grown. And this could be because of you focusing on your health and your energy and your emotions and your healing process. Or it kind of reminds me of somebody who's like the caterpillar that is come out of the cocoon to be the butterfly. There's a part of you that is feeling a little bit anxious and maybe just like ready to get going. So the energy is very positive around you and it really wants to push you forward and out into the world. So next, what unseen forces or energies are impacting you? And I got the Six of Pentacles, which is a symbol, especially in this deck, of a balance within relationship. So this could be a relationship that you're in, perhaps a long-term romantic relationship. Maybe you guys were going through like a rough patch or a rocky start, or maybe it was even something financial, but things have balanced out. The energy is really good. You have support. Maybe this is even your partner who maybe things improved for them in their career and they are financially supporting you now. If you're not in a relationship, this could just be like you know where you stand with somebody now, or you're able to let go of the past. Perhaps you healed from a breakup and you feel just like, okay, I don't need to be so focused on this anymore. I don't have to be so focused on my healing and getting myself back together after this breakup. I feel like I've moved on and I have my energy back and I have healed and I'm ready to go in a new direction. And then it could also not have anything to do with the relationship. It could just be talking about like stability in your life. It's interesting too because I see the Ace of Swords reversed. So once again, this is about unseen forces and things behind the scenes. The Ace of Swords reversed is usually a sign that you don't need to push so hard to make things happen, that there are synchronicities in your life. Things are happening naturally to you. It could be something like a windfall financially coming to you in the Six of Pentacles. It could be that things are just falling into place for you quite naturally right now. You're very in touch with your intuition. This could also be about the ability to clearly see your future. You have a clear vision of your future. You have a clear vision of what you want. And there's also this message of recognition. Your angels, your guides, Spirit really wants to send you recognition. It could also be a message you're meant to be recognized, especially with the star card that we got earlier. So, you know, you deserve recognition. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to have a platform. You know, that's a really strong message for you right now. So next, the next part of the spread, what opportunities should you be aware of in the near future? So opportunities coming to you. Now we see the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is a masculine energy. Maybe you're a man or a male who's watching this reading, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It could mean that you have an opportunity to push your energy out, to push your energy forward, to be seen and to be recognized for who you are and for what you do and for what you have to offer the world. So the King of Wands is somebody who is like a fire energy, kind of like a Leo energy, really confident, really proud. And this is also about presentation. A lot of times King of Wands has to do with how you present yourself, the clothes that you wear, the way that you look, your vibe, your energy, your presentation. So this could also be a message that it's time to give yourself a little makeover, get some new clothes. There could be an opportunity coming in that's going to support you to be able to like make a choice with how you want to present yourself and put yourself out there, and maybe be able to get some like beauty treatments or get your hair done or your nails or some new clothes or something like that to help you with how you're going to put yourself out in the world, especially if it's a creative project. A lot of times if you want to put yourself out there as an artist, your image, your vibe, like how you're presenting yourself can be really important. It could be just the whole energy around you right now, how you want to put yourself out there. So there's an opportunity to be able to get all of those ducks in a row, just like physically or with your image, to be able to put your best self out there. There's also an energy here about making a plan. You could be planning out your schedule for how you're going to be able to maybe make content to put online. It could be planning out a schedule so that you wake up every morning and you start working on maybe writing your novel. This could also be some of you guys maybe going back to school, making a plan for like, you know, these are the days I'm going to be doing my homework and these are the days I'm going to go to my classes. It could also be making a plan financially, taking resources and allocating them to, you know, investing in equipment, materials, supplies that you need. So this is a really good opportunity. This is, oh, I can't believe it. We pulled the public card. I do think that I'm tapping into something here about you coming out into the public, about being celebrated and recognized once again. I just keep going back to that star card. So there's a big opportunity for that. However, I do see the frustration card. It can be really frustrating sometimes when you're trying to get into a new schedule or a new routine or present yourself. I mean, even me today, having to get here on camera and present myself, definitely very frustrating. I think I mentioned in the last reading that like I got a really bad haircut like a year ago and I'm still trying to grow my hair out from it, and it's really frustrating. So even though maybe you feel confident and you feel ready and you want to put yourself out there, put your best foot forward, maybe there's a part of you that's just like frustrated because the camera isn't working, or you don't have the right equipment yet, or you got a bad haircut and you're trying to like just make it work, like that kind of stuff. I just get a message to just push forward and do it anyways. Hopefully I can be your example and you know, inspiration to just get out there anyways, let go perfectionism. But there are things you can do. There's going to be support coming through. You're going to figure it out how you want to put everything out there and how you want to move it forward. So don't worry, it's all going to work out. So the last part is what action should you take to move forward or improve your situation? So your guides are telling you it's time to get out of hiding. It's time to get out of hermit mode. And the Ace of Wands is about taking that energy, following that energy you naturally have, and pushing it out there. Remember, we pulled the anxious card earlier, and it was like this energy of being excited, and I feel a lot of energy kind of bubbling up in you. The anxiety isn't always like nervousness. Sometimes it's excitement, you know? I remember talking to one of my friends who was a singer, and I was telling him, I'm always just so anxious and nervous, like whenever I have to go on stage and like perform or sing. And he was telling me, maybe it's not really anxiety. Maybe you're not anxious. Maybe you're just excited. He was saying that's what helps him, instead of like tapping into the fear side of the energy before you get on stage, to sit in that energy for a minute and almost reinterpret it as a part of you that's excited and that's ready to, you know, it's the energy that you're going to be able to use to perform. You can transmute that energy. It doesn't have to be an anxiousness that drives you down into fear or into despair. So I see that message for you. They're telling you to make a choice right now. You have to make a choice on how you want to put yourself out there, how you want to be seen as the star. And I feel like you're somebody who's just multi-talented, and it's not necessarily that you have to choose just one thing. It doesn't have to define you. Like, I love to do this and I love to do tarot, but it doesn't define me as an artist. I have so many other things and so many other projects I'm working on, so many other sides of me that I want to see grow and develop. And just because I do this one thing, it doesn't mean that's everything I am. But this is a big thing I'm pushing forward right now, you know? So you can do the same thing. You can choose one thing, focus on it, because you need to give it that attention. You know, you might not want to spread your energy so thin right now. You don't have to let go of the other sides of you or the other creative projects you have, but you do need to choose just one thing and run with it. So this might even be about like choosing your niche for TikTok. Or social media, or it could be choosing to develop your creative skills in one area of your life. So there's a message to choose and to move forward with purpose and say, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to move forward and I'm going to make it happen. So you're definitely going to have to come out of hiding, but I think it's going to be worth it because you're very close to that star energy and being recognized, and all that anxiety you have, really, it's just excitement. You're ready to get out there again, let go perfectionism, put your best foot forward. But at the end of the day, you know, you just got to show up and be yourself. So I hope that this message resonated with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. And if you're interested in a personal reading, once again, I have my information down below. And I will see you next time. Peace out.